The Iranian people have been wanting to get away from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard for 47 years. For 47 years, the number one candidate that everybody would talk about that could pull this off is the son of Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, which his name is Reza Pahlavi. Everybody wants him to go back and do it. He's supposed to be the savior. The only difference between the last 47 years and today is there's a guy at the White House that they fear in Iran. When I mean fear, they know his threats are not regular threats. There are certain people you fight when he tells you, if you say something, I'm going to hit you. And you're like, no, this guy's full of it. When President Trump tells you he's going to do something, he does it. Iranians remember when he took out Qasem Soleimani, and they realized this is not a regular guy to play around with. But here's what I will tell you. Emotions are very high right now, very, very high right now. And people around the world who are Iranians that want to go back and see their country, all of us remember the history of Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, how amazing of a job he did. He gets criticized a lot. But to us Iranians who came from there, I was born during that time, and my family stayed in Iran for 11 more years. So I lived in Iran under Khomeini for 11 years. But here's what's happening that media is not talking about. We're hearing reporting about 200 people. Why would Khamenei and Pezeshkian turn off the internet for 3 days? The numbers I'm getting is 2,000, 4,000. Doctors, hospitals sending reports saying these numbers are higher than it is. And there's a couple things going on, but I'll pause here. There may be a follow-up question from you guys.
Well, one of the things I think is kind of interesting, and I'd be interested if you have noticed this, I feel like many of the outlets, mainstream media outlets, seem to be ignoring this story. Do you see that? And if they are, why are they ignoring the story?
It is a complete blackout on the Iranian, politically it goes against what they're doing and what they're standing for. But the reality of it is you got nearly 4,000 people, according to reports that are coming from there. Here's what they're not talking about. This may be the most important thing. They're burning down mosques. Why are you burning down mosques? You see a lot of people holding out signs saying, I'm Persian, but I'm not an Islamist. You hear all these candidates about, hey, I'm going to be able to save Iran. I'm going to be able to do this. And the media not wanting to cover something like this. The most important thing right now is the courageous Iranian people who are on the streets going and doing their part. If we do it right, the combination, remember, sometimes you got to realize God is sometimes does certain things in its own magical way. This is the 47th year of the Islamic revolution that happened under Khomeini. And this is the 47th president. If the stars are lined up, if God is watching over us, this may be the first year in 47 years that Iran could be free with a big help by the president of the United States of America, which is President Donald J. Trump.